How's it going, everyone? Today I'm headed back to Kenai to go pick up another Toyota. You guys remember 3 weeks ago, I picked up a white Toyota from the junkyard up in Sodona there. And I told you guys that I bought that with a package deal, so I have to go pick up the other truck. The other truck is just a parts truck. It's not worth saving. It's rusty frame, but it has some good, decent body parts. So let's go and get it. And it's a bit rainy, it's a bit gloomy today on the highway, but for the most part, it's spring here in Alaska. Chevy's doing good, towing good. I'm not gonna film too much, so I'll film some stuff once we get there. And we're gonna be stripping this truck on the highway. Rain, 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 gloomy day. It's crazy. Yesterday was beautiful. Yesterday was like 65 plus degrees, nice and sunny, and then kaboom, the rain dropped in. Current time is 9 a.m. We're doing pretty good on time right now, a little bit early. The junkyard doesn't open until around 11 a.m. We're probably about maybe 30 minutes from the town of Sodona, so we're gonna be there a little bit early, so that should give me time to do a few things before we head on to the junkyard. The rain stopped, so hopefully it stays like this for the rest of the day. I just made it to the town of Sodona. Current time is 9:35. I have an empty trailer, and this time I wanted to experience it with my Chevy. So this whole trip I towed it with the tow haul mode on, and my transmission temperature has been under 120 degrees Fahrenheit this whole time. It's actually at 111 right now. So I think my transmission runs much cooler when it's in the tow mode. And then coolant temperature is 188 degrees, so it's running good. I gotta stop at Fred Meyer to grab some stuff real quick, and then we'll go check out we're gonna go check out this other 4Runner from a different guy. I want to see how that is because it has a running engine, and I might need that for another project. And then we'll go get our main truck. Here we are, Fred Meyer's. We gotta find a big old parking spot. We'll park way over here so we don't mess with anybody. Trailer's doing great, doing amazing. The other day I put some motor oil on my trailer, but I only did this section from here to like right here, and then I didn't finish the rest of it. But so far it looks like it's water resistant. I gotta finish the rest of that when I get a nice hot weekend. Last time I was here at this junkyard, they were it was super muddy. It was super muddy. I only had my work boots, and it was just so muddy. My shoe got dirty. I tracked dirt into the Chevy, and then I told myself I was gonna bring some mud boots. And as soon as I left Anchorage, I was like, oh, I forgot my boots. So we're gonna go to Fred Meyer, grab some boots real quick, and then we'll move on to their trip. I gotta buy some mud boots anyway and leave it in the Chevy, so whenever I go do these trips, I'll have a set of boots ready to go. So let's see what they have. There's a shoe section. Hopefully they have something decent. I don't need anything fancy. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, nothing expensive. Just something up to my knees, and just needs to be waterproof. So where is all the work boots? Or where's all the mud boots? There it is. Look at all the mud boots. Oh man, I didn't want to spend that much. 60 bucks for a pair, 54 bucks. So, let me see what they have out here. All right, they only have two options. These kind, which is rubber, and the one that's neoprene. So we're just gonna grab these guys. Not the one I really wanted, but it'll get the job done. Okay, so we got here to our first viewing. We gotta check out this 4Runner. It's on Marketplace for $2,000. It's pretty rolled up, but it runs in dry apparently. It's a 93 3.0 5-speed. The owner said he's willing to take $1,200. I offer him $800 because I only want the motor, because I might want to put that 3.0 into the 1990 white pickup that I have, the Pikachu white pickup. But today we're just gonna check it out because it's right here in town where we're at right now. I want to see how good that engine is, how strong it is. If it's solid, I might come back for it next week or so, or next couple weeks. But I freaking followed the GPS. He's down this road here. I went the other way, and it was like pretty much like a dirt trail. So I had to back up my trailer, come back to the main road over here, and he's like maybe 3 houses down over there. So I told him that, he told me just park here and he'll drive it out here for me, because if I go down that way, there's not much room to back up my trailer. So that's one thing you got to be considerate when you're going to go check out these Toyota. You want to always punch in their address, look at their streets, and look at their roadways, and see if you're gonna have any issue getting in and getting out, because you don't want to be stuck over there. So he's gonna bring it here. Like I said, it's pretty messed up. It's rolled over, but apparently he still runs and drive. Okay, so we checked out that 4Runner. The 4Runner looks decent. Had a good engine. Guy was willing to do 1,000, so maybe I'll come back next week and scoop it up. But we're back at the main junkyard here to pick up this truck. This is the blue Toyota. Has good body parts. I don't need all those buckets, so we'll probably get rid of those buckets. But this is the blue truck right here that we're getting. Oh man, it's all flat, guys. It's completely all flat. I only brought one spare tire on rollers. It does have blue interior, which is kind of nice. Has a 410 G28. Has decent body parts. And like I said, we'll rip out some body parts, and then we'll send the rest to Toyota heaven. Oh man, I hope it has the key. Definitely need a key to turn this wheel. Oh, there's a chrome piece here. Chrome for the window. Yeah, I thought this one had bucket seats, but it was the other truck. The other truck had bucket seats. But this is the one we're getting, guys. This is the one that we're getting. So we'll see how everything goes. Mainly, I wanted the door is good. Well, this door has a little dent right here, but we're still good for the glass and hardware. Fenders, the whole front end, the whole hood. I'm taking all of that. I might take some of the engine components. Probably the radiator. The radiator looks decent. It's a copper one, so I'll take the radiator. And probably take that body harness too. It doesn't lock. Take that front grille, side markers. And that's pretty much it. I might take some other stuff. These fenders are really nice shape. The frame is all toasted. They do have a T100 3.4 manual. There was a red truck that we came to look at the other day, but it was so muddy. And then they have a 4Runner way back over here. The 4Runner has 488 diffs. So I was thinking about pulling those, but man, that's gonna be a lot of work for those guys because it's all tucked in over here. So this 4Runner has some nice body parts too, doors wise. Has the 488s. Oh, it even has good tires to keep it rolling. But this is what, yeah, even has the radiator too, copper radiator. Has a lot of good 3.0 parts, but we don't want that. The whole front end is damaged over here. Like I said, this one has factory 488s. Oh, they removed the seats already, so somebody bought the seats. It had bucket seats the other day when it was here. G144. So G144, most of the time they come on the automatic 4Runner. I always like to check these cup holders, see if they're still good. So we might pull this one here. We'll see what happens. And then there's another red truck over here somewhere that we didn't get to take a look at last time, and I want to check it out. Love exploring junkyards, man. This place is located right here on the Sterling Highway. And they're going out of business, closing down the shop. So they're liquidating all their stuff here. So there is a red Toyota back over here that we didn't check out last time we were here. And I want to see what kind of stuff it has. Okay, check that out. So it has some decent lens cover. I was thinking about putting a tow hitch on the white 4Runner, white Toyota that I have. Let's see what else they have in here. They have some axle housing. So this is the red pickup. It's pretty parred up already, but it has bucket seats. Check that out. It has bucket seats. Has bucket seats. Man, it's already stripped up. It's a 5-speed. Steering column's been cracked open. Man, this thing's has been completely stripped. Oh, I need this right here, guys. This is what I need. Mine has been cut up right here. And that one's been blown up too. But this hot wire on my white truck, they have it missing. They chopped it up already.
and they have it running all the time. So maybe I need to cut this pigtail, but it's always burning up like that. I wonder if it's still any good. But this piece is always hard to pull. This is one of the parts that I hate pulling because it's just difficult. So maybe I'll cut that pigtail. Oh, there's a little nice console. Check that out. Is it still working? Oh, it's not working no more. But this is a center console. It's actually still in pretty good shape. 162K on this. These clusters are worth keeping because they're the SR5 ones, so they have the tack. So that's always good to have. But we really don't need any of that. The back window looks like it's been cut up already. It has lots of good potential parts, guys, this thing here. Lots of good parts. I mean, front end wise, the diff is still there, starter. That bill housing might be worth keeping. Oh, it even has the body harness. So when you do 3/4 swap, this body harness might be worth keeping. You just have to cut it from here and take it all the way down to the tranny. But man, it's hard to get the tranny down there. So let's see here. Yeah, this is it right here. This has G25, so that's 456 gears. So this truck still has lots of good parts. 12 p.m. We just got the Toyota loaded up. We were able to find both of the front tires are just low on air. And then the 2 rear tires completely blown the beads. So we found one in the junkyard, swapped it out, and then the one that I brought from home, we swapped it out, so it's on air. We're all tied down. Let's get out of here and let's start stripping it. So the game plan is to strip it on the highway because I don't have room right now in my place, so I don't want to take it home. I just want to strip it out real quick, take about 2-3 hours, take all the parts that I need, and then we're gonna go straight down to my buddy Andy, Toyota Heaven, and drop it off to him, donate it to him, and he can have the rest of it. So let's go strip this thing, guys. I brought all my tools and let's see what we can get done. We're next to the highway here at a safe distance. It's a bit sprinkling still, but I'm gonna start working on this truck, guys. I'm just gonna start pulling some interior stuff and some external stuff. I'll show you guys the rest. I want to do this fast, maybe like within an hour, and get this thing stripped. Like I said, we're just taking the doors, fenders, hood, front bumper, front grille, some miscellaneous interior, probably pull the radiator, pull some engine stuff off. But for the most part, it's gonna be a clean. We're not leaving any trash or any fluids. It's just gonna be a clean part out really quick. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, guys, so we got a little bucket here. We're gonna throw all the miscellaneous parts in there. So all this stuff was already removed. Probably keep all that. We'll keep this right here. There's a lot of trash in here. So once I get the doors removed, I need to clean up this trash so it don't go flying over the highway. This door is easy, just 12 mil. It's already kind of loose already. This is the blue interior too, so it's kind of nice. So let me get this door out and then we'll move on to the next step, guys. You guys don't need to see the door. This door's already been dismantled too, but it still has the internals. That's all we need. All right, last bolt for the door here. Unfortunately, we don't have the key for this truck, so we can't turn on the steering, and we don't have the key for the doors here. It's all good. Oh, there it is, right there. This door is still good on this passenger side, but the driver's side has a small dent, but no big deal. All right, we got door 1 out. Put the bolts back in there so we don't lose it. Always want to save them. I gotta start making room here. I don't need a jack anymore, so the jack can stay over here. Thank goodness for a topper. Oh, don't drop it, new. Yeah. Thank goodness for a topper. All right, we'll be careful. I don't want to break the glass. This color is also pretty rare. This is the blue. It's not a bright blue, but it's like the navy blue, like my tricolor truck that I had before. Okay, so the seats I'm not taking. I'm leaving the seats. Let me see what's in the back that I might need. Don't need any of the stuff in the back. Don't need any of that. Spare tire removal tool in the back. This is all trash, so I don't need any of this stuff here. This piece here is always nice to have. This is the accessory piece. Yeah, these little pieces, they always break and go missing, so it's always good to have these. We'll take out the ECU and the plug because we'll need that. Here's a wheel stud. I don't need a glove box. I don't need any of this right here. This piece, don't really need it, but it's always good to have. So let me take out this glove box here. And we'll keep this right here. Man, this ECU is all trash. It's all filthy. Or not filthy, but it's all almost rusted. So we'll take that. I don't need tool mills right now. Thankfully it's not raining and thankfully it's not cold. Just perfect weather. You have the ECU plug and then you have two body plugs. These are good for 3/4 swaps. So that's why they're still worthy. This is speaker wire. Yeah, so this ECU here is pretty nice. They're worth some money. This right here is the ECU plug right here, or the body plugs. I need a flathead. So you guys can see, man, you can kill a Toyota pretty quick if you know what you're doing. Yeah. So as you guys can see, you can kill a Toyota pretty quick as long as you know what you're doing. As long as you know what you're doing and what not to destroy and what to destroy, that's all you really need. This right here, we don't really need it right here. We'll pop the hood in a bit here, but that's good for now. This we don't need. I took this right here already, the cup holder, the face plate, ashtray. I took the shift knot already. Don't need the seats or anything like that. Visor, I don't need that. I don't need that. Trash. Let me see if I can get this bucket out. We gotta clean this trash up, guys. I don't want trash flying across the highway, so let me clean this trash real quick and then we'll get back to it. All right, trash is all clean. We'll set that in the bag. Shouldn't go nowhere. All right, the rest of it, we'll get going. Let me see what else I might need over here. I might pull the cluster just to have. The door I'll pull last. I don't want to pull that door over there yet. But let me go ahead and pull this back window. This back window is always good to have too. So if you guys never pull a back window, this is how you pull one. You just need a few flatheads. So I have 3. And you kind of go between the seals here. All this is just a seal. There it is right there. You guys see it? Just pop the seal open and work your way around it. So that's all you do right there. So take the rubber bushing with you, or the rubber seal with you. But that's how you remove it. Back sliding window. And these are nice to have because sometimes people will be breaking them, or the slide brakes. So it's always good to have these for backup. That's the reason why I brought these pry bars, just for that. This is glass here. Let's be careful with the glass. Just like that. There you go. That's $100 right there. I want to save this fuel door here. This fuel door is still good. That's an 8mm. Pop this out. The key lock here, you can always buy a new one on eBay. Like $10 you get a new key. So don't worry about matching the keys. A lot of people go for this plastic piece too, but I got plenty of those already, so don't need it. So just 2 8mm bolts. Make sure you save these bolts too, because they're small size. Damn, where's my impact driver? I was hoping this truck has some tail lights, but they already went ahead and sold the tail lights. It's always good to have tail lights. So we'll throw that in the goodie bin. This is the goodie bin. All right, we're doing good, guys. Still a little bit of sprinkle here and there, but nothing crazy. We gotta do fenders. 10mm. You guys gotta have yourself a ratchet. These are so useful for this ratchet. Make sure you have a full battery charge. That one's not coming out. Okay, so you have some 10mm that holds these plastic fender. Just gotta pop these open, and then yeah, these things hold a plastic liner. Pop that open, and we can pop the fender out once we get the hood open. I always like to take these right here. These right here are always nice to have. They're the wipers. One right there. One over here. If you don't have wipers, if you don't have the J-hook wipers, you might want to pull these wiper off. But I kind of have plenty already, but I like to keep these guys. Bring yourself some wire cutters. This is just the tail light pigtail. This is always good to have, just for the heck of it. Whenever you're troubleshooting something and you break something, it's just good to have. Yeah, these plugs are always good. Whenever I'm gutting the tail lights, I leave these on the tail lights and I just cut them with it. Cut it out with it. There's a red wire here for something. We'll cut this off and save it for something. Use it for something. All right, we're doing good so far, guys. So far, so good. There's that piece. That's the key. I got plenty of those. All right, so we're not taking the T case. We're leaving the T case for our buddy. Leaving the steering wheel. The visors can stay. I don't really need this dome here, but it's always nice to have it because sometimes they break, or at least just the cover piece. These seat belts are still really good shape. We'll leave that for our buddy Andy. Seats are good. All right, we're good with the cab over here, guys. Don't need anything from the rear end. Yeah, good over here. Let's go move over to the other side. Check, check, check. We'll come back for the fender here. 10mm right here for the fenders. These two hold the fender down on the bottom. Sometimes they break like that. They snap off. You can see that. So you gotta be careful with it. No big deal. We're good there. We're good over there. Let's go the other side. This hood wasn't staying on anymore, so I had to put a ratchet on it. Yeah, this hood was not latching on when we left the junkyard. So something stuck right there, so I had a ratchet tying it down. It's all good, we're gonna take it off anyways. No big deal. Put that away. All right, guys, we gotta move fast. We got a lot of stuff to do today, a lot of stuff to do. License plate's always good to keep for a souvenir. We're good there, we're good there. We'll pop this door here soon. I don't know if I want to pull the cluster. So many good parts, guys. I don't really need mud flats, but it's always good to have these. We have this side right here. Keep that for future reference. This is a little nice seat belt. Check out the seat belt. It's so in good shape. But we'll leave that for our buddy. Don't need that. These windows, I got plenty of those. Don't need this bottom cover. I don't really need a cluster. We'll just save the cluster for our buddy. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. The mirror right here. This one's always jiggling. Yeah, the visors. Don't need any of this stuff. Yeah, we're pretty much good for interior wise. I don't need anything in the interior. There was the pigtail for this switch right here that I was wanting. I should have pulled it from the other rig, the red truck that was on the yard. But it's all good. We're good over here, guys. We'll pop this door here shortly. Oh, the rain's picking up, guys. Rain's picking up. We might have to take some shelter. Let me get this hood out of the way, and then we can start doing some hood and front end parts. I'm not gonna take that front bumper. I already have one already, and this one's not really in the best shape, so I don't really need it. All right, let's get this hood off. Removing the hood is super easy. You just take off this piece here. Try not to break the plastic piece. They hold the windshield fluid water. So you just take that off. Tool mill. I always put these bolts back in because they're a special bolt. So you want to keep these with the hood. Windshield washer fluid, don't really need that. I don't ever need that, but I will keep this. Oh, I don't even need this at all. I got so many of this stuff here, guys. We're not gonna take any of the engine parts like igniters and stuff like that because we don't need it. Oh, don't strip it, new. Don't want to strip that for sure. Okay, the hood's off now. We might just set the hood aside, put the hood last. Yeah, we'll set the hood aside. We will put that last because I don't want to crush it. Here goes my bungee cord. Bungee cord. Oh, the rain's picking up, guys. Okay, so I want the radiator. I want the fan. I don't need this battery, but I'm gonna take this battery for core charge. So those are what we need. battery's always good for core charge. It might even be a good battery, who knows. So this will keep. 12 mil I don't need. We're just gonna go and cut that. The fuse box I don't need, but this one's already broken. All those fuses I don't need. I have so many fuses already. We'll leave that in there for Andy. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut those hot wires. Oh. All right, guys, we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. Nice and peaceful on the highway here. NuttyNu Chop Shop, NuttyNu Sewer Highway Chop Shop. Always have yourself a cutter. Your amp system in here. So we'll take this battery, use it for a core charge or something. Battery's good for core charge. Oh, I actually might need this windshield bottle. Yep. I don't have a lot of these windshield washer bottle, and hopefully this pump is good. I don't know, this pump might not even be good anymore, but it has the pigtail. So this is the 3/0 harness right here. What you do is for the harness is we just cut it right here. We cut this harness and we keep the rest, everything from the ECU down to the transmission. This goes down to the transmission right here. So that's what you want to keep. You don't want to cut this right here. Cut it right over here. Definitely worth having these cutters. You can just cut whatever you want. We don't need. Woo! You see here, this is the harness, and then we got to unbutton the. We got to go down, unbutton the transmission down there. But we'll save that for last. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need any of this 3/0. I need this. I want this radiator because I think this radiator is still good. The coolant was already drained on this radiator, so there's no coolant. All right, that we don't need. This we don't need. We'll leave this in the engine bay here. The alternator plug is always nice to have. This is the oval plug. We don't need the alternator, so this is the oval plug. It's always good to have this for backup. This coolant bottle, I always save the rubber grommet because you do use that with the new one. I'm gonna pull this real quick here. The harness down at the bottom. I should have brought a piece of tarp or something because it is yucky down here. My trailer, I don't want to get all wet. Let me put on my raincoat. I don't mind getting my raincoat dirty. Thankfully, this rig is under it's on a trailer. So you have that plug. You have this O2 plug, speed sensor, O2, reverse and four-wheel drive. I might take this speed sensor right here too, because these are all good for backup. So I got dirt falling all over my face. That was the reverse. And then there's another wire over here. Oh man, I got dirt all over my face too. This is the four-wheel drive, I believe. The four-wheel drive is just a little small one. And you don't want to break these. You want to take your time taking them out right. There we go. Damn. Dirt all over my eyes. And then the O2 should come out. O2 is stuck over here. Let me go unplug the O2. It's stuck on a grommet. Whew. Should have brought extra clothes. Where are you at? They already went ahead and cut the catalytic converter, so there's no more cat. So no point of doing that. If there was a cat converter, that's $100 easily right there. Where I sell it to. Okay, so that's good. Now we just gotta yank it out. Now we just need to yank it out from the top, So that's what we want right here, guys. Be very careful with it. So when you do 3/4 swab, this is your donor plug. This is what you want to keep. All right, you stay over there. These fan bolts are always fun. They're the 12 mil. They're always fun to get into. They're really tricky and they're just in a tight spot. I hope this copper radiator is still good. If it's not good, it's worth some money because you can still recycle it, and it's all brass. It's brass copper, so it's more valuable than the plastic aluminum ones. And they're pretty heavy too, so it's all by weight when you go recycle it. The more you have, the more they'll pay for it. So I have 2 at home that's ready for recycle. Well, I got 1 that's ready for recycle, but I'm waiting until I get a little bit more. This one still has some pretty good belts too, but we don't need 3 old belts here. All right, it's raining pretty hard. I gotta hurry up. This fan isn't the desirable one. There's 2 types of fan. The round one, and then the fan that's just a regular fan. It doesn't have the round blades. So usually the regular fan is the one you want, not these round ones, but they're still good to have. Can't complain too much about it. All right, we got the radiator out. I don't think this radiator is any good, but it's worth keeping. Okay, all I need now is just the fenders, the grill, fender, grills, corner lights, and then the door, and then we're pretty much good. Let me get these corner lights out right here. I also need a pigtail. I need a pigtail for these turn signal, because on the white Yoda it's missing it. I'll cut those pigtails when I remove the fenders. White Yoda is missing its corner. Pop it all like that. We'll cut the pigtail way over here once we get the fenders off. Take all that. Take that. Oh, don't lose any of these. It's always good to have a bucket. This one right here. This one has the antenna, so you always gotta be tricky. It's all tricky. I believe there's one over here. Oh yeah, there's one way over here. One by the inside the fender here. I'm gonna try to give me a 10 to get in there. Here's the 10 mil here. I took the front bumper out. There we go. Oh, one right here, guys. Missing one right here. So one here, and then the rest on top. And then we have the antenna. Antenna can just be cut. And then there's a 10 mil right there. All right, we have our fenders. Woo! All right, so we gotta get this pigtail here. It's for the turn signal. Pigtail right here. Save that for later. We're good over here. Don't need anything else. Let's get the other fender and then we'll get out of here. Other. Right here. Man, crazy parting out a Toyota right on the highway. This Toyota's been sitting for a while. All right, we gotta get this door out, guys. Get this door, get the fender, and then we're done. There's that one. What else are we missing? That should be everything. There we go. Our last fender. Oh, it's so yucky, guys. All right, we gotta get the door out. We gotta get the door and then we're good. Door's easy now because we can just shoot it with the 12 mil. Yeah, the door we can just shoot it with the 12 mil. Get that out of here and then we are done. Boom, 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 boom. Right at the hinges. You can pop the hinge just like that. And then the door just comes out. Oh, there we go. Just like that, guys. All right, we got the door. Woo! That's crazy. Oh my gosh. I don't really need this door, but I need the internal parts. It's dinged up right here. It's still good. Still a usable door. Don't scratch the good door. Woo! That's how we do it, guys. That's all I need, really. I don't need anything else anymore. So we'll go ahead and clean up here. Put everything away. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, that's all I need. So boom, boom, boom. Seats are good. Don't need the seats. Don't need anything interior wise. Check, check, check. We'll leave it for Andy. Yep, that's all we need. Nothing from the rear end. Windows are good. All right, guys, we're done. This motor is good to go. let's go ahead and clean up and get out of here.
4:30 p.m. Just made it back to the big city, Anchorage, Alaska. Woo! What a long day, guys. I've been driving since, what, 6 a.m.? Left town around 6. Got there midnight or afternoon. So, yeah, pretty fun day. You guys don't need to see the rest of the vlogs. I'm going to head out to my buddy's, Andy's place. Andy, I call him Toyota Heaven. He has all the Toyotas. That's where I kind of take all my Toyotas to him if he wants it after I'm done with it. There's still so many good parts that I didn't bother pulling. I forgot the speed sensor. I forgot the oil pressure sensor, but I don't really need them at the moment. I have extras ready, but there's so many parts on this rig still that it don't deserve to go to the crusher. Even the T-case and transmission is still good, I bet. So Andy's gonna take care of the rest of it. And whenever I need something, I can just go buy it from him. So it makes it easier. It's a win-win for everybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog, and I'll see you guys next time. I have to go home, clean up, and then I need to finish up Project Black Hawk. Project Black Hawk is pretty much almost done. I have to build the exhaust system, and then I actually got to go grab the battery from the owner. He bought a new battery, so I'm gonna go grab his battery real quick, and then hopefully we get a first start on Project Black Hawk this week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Much love. Bye bye. Still raining here in Anchorage.